Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the middleweight bout on the Contender Series between Torrez Finney versus Yuri Panferov. And how I feel about this one right here is I'm going low confidence Yuri Panferov to beat Torrez Finney. And yeah, low confidence Yuri Panferov to beat Torrez Finney. But yeah, Torrez Finney, if he was maybe like 3 inches taller, maybe I would change my opinion. Maybe even 2 inches taller, 5'9", but 5'7" at middleweight has not been traditionally or historically a good height for this weight class. That build and that height has not been a good build for this weight class, especially not the UFC. Maybe Bellator, maybe PFL, but UFC wise, it has not been a recipe for like success beyond like welterweight. And even at welterweight, like it's very rare. Maybe lightweight at one point. Even now, 5'7" lightweights aren't doing all that great typically. Maybe at even at featherweight now, it's like they're getting taller and longer and all that stuff. So yeah, but especially middleweight, lightweight has not been doing all that well. And he's going in with a guy in Yuri Panferov, who I feel like he's a better overall athlete and whatnot than. You just look at athleticism and stuff like that. But you also got to throw in the fact that this is a 15-minute fight. It's a fight. It's a fist fight. It's not a wrestling match. You probably do that with Finney. Finney probably beat him in a wrestling match, in my opinion, from what I'm looking at. He probably would beat him in a wrestling match. He'll beat him in a bodybuilder contest. He'll beat him in a weightlifting competition. He'll beat him all those things. He'll beat him in a sprint. But gotta go Yuri Panferov because now this is not a sprint. This is a long distance race, and I've seen yeah, I've seen Torrez Finney. I'm not saying like he looked bad in any of these fights, especially not considering that he's been fighting guys like 1-5 for the most part up until like his last fight. But I've seen even those low level guys just be able to do some a little bit technical defense on the wrestling and be able to give him a little bit of issue. And I know Yuri Panferov can do much better at defending takedowns, much better at initiating his own takedowns, whether he's getting them or not. And with his build and his length, and I think he's the more well-rounded fighter. I feel like Torrez Finney just more so like overhands and just swinging for the fences type of fighter, or just really relying on his power and athleticism and striking more so than technical and speed. Then kind of just unloading and then hoping to level change and go for a takedown. Most times against the cage. That's what I see from Torrez Finney most of the time. And I feel like Yuri Panferov can address that, make him have to work for those takedowns, tag with some shots on the way coming in, and really drag him to the deep end. And anyone can have, well, not anyone, but it's easier, not easy, it's easier to have, good conditioning, good cardio, and look like you look the part for 15 minutes when you're in there with a guy who doesn't belong in there with you. But when you're in there with a guy who's relatively even and can address some of the stuff, a lot of stuff you're doing, and really make you work and fight for 15 minutes or, for 5, 6, 7 minutes hard, then it's a whole different ballgame. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think Yuri Panferov is going to be able to extend him, make him work hard. I think Finney can come out early to a good start and probably start with early lead, but can he maintain that lead? Can he keep that pace? I don't think so. And I think the whole time Panferov is going to make him work, and I think he tires him out. And I think he gets a third round TKO after really dropping like the first 1.5 rounds to Torrez Finney. But then that other half, I think he turns it up on him, sees him start to fade, and then he puts him away third round. So in this one, I have Yuri Panferov via third round TKO.